We'll never know if Agatha Christie's voluminous work might have been improved by the inclusion of vampires and werewolves. Number 84, Werewolf Concerto.
You know what they say about a man who does that to his ice, don't you?
Yeah. You can always count on him to lick the competition.
Something like that.
You been listening to this?
Hard not to.
What do you think?
About
Werewolves.
that whole hair on the back thing's always been a big turnoff for me. And you?
Oh, I dig a chick with a healthy fro. Wherever I can find it.
Later days, barber boy.
Ever somehow misplace something that's literally right in front of you and you frantically search around until it finally hoves into your line of sight? Sometimes, simplicity stares these episodes right in the face, and it's up to the creatives to embrace or muddle a straightforward idea. Here, there's an attempt at your classic Christie structure wherein a group of strangers find themselves stranded and surrounded by death. A werewolf hunter who's secretly a werewolf that picks off guests one by one while ostensibly hunting himself? Yeah, that's a solid setup. But action producer Steve Perry and his writers, including an uncredited Rita Mae Brown, who was likely selected due to her own murder mystery novel series, spend way too much time giving voice to the multiple guests staying at this remote mountain resort. Timothy Dalton, only a couple years out from his sadly prescient and underappreciated interpretation of a colder, more ruthless James Bond, gets to play a devious trickster, and his laconic charm, especially when he requests a cheeseburger and iced tea from celebrity chef Wolfgang Puck.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lokai.
Hello, Wolfgang. Now, what's for lunch?
We have a wonderful salmon en croûte with a dill sauce, and we have a quail on baby greens. And I made a special frittata for you with baby vegetables and a hint of fennel. It's delicious.
You, got a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger?
And, a large iced tea. Wolfgang,
Yes, sir.
plenty of ice.
Makes for an amusing anti-hero. Meanwhile, the sultry Beverly D'Angelo gets to vamp, so to speak, Dennis Farina flaunts it as a dandy resort manager, and it's always fun to see Reginald VelJohnson out of uniform. The real treat is Bond MVP Walter Gattel finally getting to share a scene with Dalton, although the plot turn which leads them to this moment is utterly random. There's some welcome violence and gore, and the twist itself isn't bad, but this one meanders way too much and there's very little to care about. Tune in next time, horror hounds, for the Hex installment in my Tales from the Crypt ranking.